Hi, this is Mrs. Duncan, and I'm going to go over how you are going to access our online textbook, also referred to as an ebook, and it is through our publisher McGraw-Hill, and the software that they use is called Connect. I am in, let's see, the Unit 1 folder. This is where you're beginning the first week. Let me back up just a little bit. You start with weekly assignments, and you select Unit 1 for Week 1. And on your to-do list in blue it says register with McGraw-Hill for access to your free online textbook. They just started this textbook online, and so they're allowing us, because I reviewed a chapter for them, to kind of practice with it. Is a pilot is what they call it, test it out, and they're going to let us do that for free. So that is an incredible opportunity. So here's the folder that you go to that it was just opening up, and I'm going to go over this with you and preview it a little bit. The web link isn't going to work for you until you register, okay? So let's just go through that registration. You click on the document and give it a second to, for the document to open up. And it's going to walk you through the process. It's got a lot of pictures so you can see what you do first and second and third. All right, it's not opening automatically, so I'm going to click on it to make sure that it opens for us. See a little spinny, there it goes. This is saving you a lot of money, and you don't have to worry about paying for your book. This book was expensive. It was well over $100. If you wanted to buy the book, and look at things by hand, you could, but there's assignments that are connected to the reading. There's reading homework that's in the actual Connect thing. So you need to register with Connect, or you're going to miss not only the reading, you're going to miss assignment points. All right, so here's the first page of the document, and it tells you to, of course, takes you right from the beginning, signing into Blackboard, selecting our course, and this is the first thing you have to do is you've got to go down. We have a lot more than this in there. Just go down to the tools bar. Okay, course tools, find the tools bar, and you open up a lot of things, and the thing that you have to link up there with is this. So you click on McGraw-Hill Higher Education. Again, this is in the tools bar, and when you do, it's going to give you this menu and says go to My Connect section. So you click on that. It's going to have the name of our course instead of, it won't say history because we're not a history class. Go to My Connect section because I've set up a section for us. When you do that, then it'll say you've got to register, okay? And you'll click continue. All right, let me just go down a little bit more. And then you got to say welcome, and this is the course. It's going to have our name of our class, Humanities 101. It's got my name there. It's going to have a picture of what our textbook looks like, and register now. Okay, they're going to ask you to tell us your email address, and you need to use your Lawson State email address. Okay, you need to do this on all things that relate to the school. Then it says you're going to have 3 options to register. Now, we're going to have a special registration code. You're not going to have to buy one this semester. And in the instructions that we have on the folder, you're going to see what your registration code is. I don't have it this moment. I'm going to put it on there as soon as. You've got to have that code. Okay, so do not buy one. It's not going to come with a book from the bookstore. They don't have it. Don't buy it online. And if, we could always use that 2-week courtesy access if you're like, don't want to wait, okay? Don't wait if I don't have it for us first day of class, but I will have it right away, okay? So you'll use that. That will be the one for our class for this semester, okay? And so you'll enter that registration code, whatever that is, and hit submit, and then whatever else they ask you to do to set that up. So that's how that works. Let me close that out. Okay, once you have seen there, it says registration access code coming soon. So they are sending that to me, and as soon as I have it, I'll put it there. And like I said, you can get courtesy access if we have to wait more than a couple of days. Once you are registered, then you will be able to go to our ebook through this link. And I think you can use this link as well to get registered. Okay, no, that's taken, it'll take you to your account, not to mine. So let's take a look at what yours would look like. Okay, I'm in Student View. Once you get all registered and get access when you come in, you're going to see our ebook right here. Okay, and you notice that it turns when I click on it. You can always look at any part of the book you want whenever you want to. Okay, doesn't matter what week we're in, the book is available to you. That's very important for you to understand. If you got behind and you missed a reading and you got to get caught up because you got to be ready for the midterm, or when you take the midterm and I'm saying you've got to, you know, go back and get something and look at a picture that's in chapter 1, you will always have access to the entire book, okay? Every chapter. I won't be assigning them though until the week that we're working on them. So you shouldn't be reading the music chapter and working in that if we are in the painting chapter. Feel free to look ahead, but you need to complete the work that's assigned when it's due. Okay, so because we will have reading assignments. Let me take us to that. And it's going to say when it's due. And even though it may be past due, you can always go in and do the practice. It just, you know, won't count as a grade, okay? All right. I don't know why this is starting on page 17. And it says the text is kind of dim because we're just kind of previewing it, okay? So let me back up. Chapter 1 has 17 pages. They figure it takes you about a minute per page. So you can kind of say, okay, I think I can read that in a minute. Now what they do is they'll highlight things that are super important, okay? But there you go, you click on it and there's the rest of the text, and you kind of read through that a little bit more quickly, but make sure you really concentrate on the highlighted text. Now if you go through and just kind of skim through and don't answer any of the practice questions, I won't know that you've read it or that you read the important part. I'll notice that this shows part of the page, okay? So you use your little slide bar, okay, like you do on computers and pages, to see the rest of the page. And then when you put it here, it'll just let you change. Now we've got another one. So you're skimming through and you're reading about cloning and examples, and then here's a new term, values. And that's super important. Now you've already gotten 2. Here's what you have to do to get points. You have to actually interact with the textbook. You have to do the practice. Okay? All right, so it's going to ask you a question. The humanities are distinct from mathematics and other hard sciences mainly because blank in the humanities. So this fills in the blank. Strictly objective or scientific standards are not usually dominant. The significant historical elements are not present. Taste and perception are not studied. Nature of art forms are not discussed. You've got to pick one. And if you go, oh no, you know what? I forgot, I didn't read that. Instead of guessing, go back and read about it. So they take you to the page, and so you can't really skip, and you read through. And you go, the scientists can't really, they can't judge how discoveries are to be used. Okay. So then, okay, maybe we have a better idea. Or there we go. Strictly objective or scientific answers dominant, historical. Okay, well, if we read carefully, I'm just going to put that there and say, oh, I think that's right. I think so. Okay, good. That's right. That's what I thought. Okay. I can either go right on to the next one, but maybe I haven't read that far. Okay. If I get it wrong, I can go back and I pick up and read. You get to choose when you want to do the practice. You can read a page and then hit practice, and they'll give you that question, and then you can go to the next page, or you can read several pages and then do the practice. It's better if you kind of do it along the way, but the points you get for the reading assignment are based not on you know, me knowing that you looked at this page is that you read it and you were able to answer the questions adequately, okay? They can't all be wrong answers. If they're all wrong, then you didn't read. You need to go back and read again, okay? And if you're getting them wrong, they're going to keep sending you questions, okay? All right, so let's say I'm done. Say this is all I can do right now, and I could pick up where I left off. Let's see how I do that. I think this is where we get our menu. Okay, yeah, leave assignment. Now, did you notice they had a little recharge? You know, maybe you finished, but you need a review. That is kind of how when you want to review for a quiz, you want to review for midterms, something like that. So this is the thing you notice it says it's due. There, it's going to tell how far you got. I just went back to it. Hold on a second. It's loading up. It's going to ask you, by the way, to allow it to use Flash Player on your computer because you have to have that to view everything. Okay, and it's going to show your progress. So if you had read most of it, there's your little practice read. And if you're very confused, you don't remember this, you can go to How to Use SmartBook. If you're trying to preview, try to do those practice things. If you need a review, that's, you know, how you do it. Let's look at the homework real quick. So there's homework assigned with this, and I've given it a little bit of extra time just because we're going to have some drop add. It's going to be in your Blackboard as due Sunday night, and it is due Sunday night, but if I have someone who has just joined the class the last day of drop add, I need to be able to allow them a little bit more time, but that's only for people who add late. Okay, so for me, they also have some time. It estimates 45 minutes to complete. Hopefully it won't take you that long. Click on the word here. I don't think I can get, oh, it's logged because it starts then. So anyway, you can see it's similar to the practice, and you answer the questions, and that's the homework there. Okay, so that's how it works. And like I said, you can always click on the ebook and read any part of it that you want to, and you're going to have to at times. Every assignment, every midterm, every essay is going to say go to the book and, you know, find this on this page. Like I'll have perception keys, and there'll be some that you choose from and write your essay on. And let's say, let me find one in chapter 1 as an example. Okay, so I go to chapter 1. It shows my progress. I've got 9% done, so it'll let you know whether you got it done or not. And by the way, every chapter won't be assigned. But you can look at the weekly assignments to see what those are going to be. Let me back up. You can actually go to the previous topic. That's a way of moving through the main. Okay, you see this right here? Perception key. There's a perception key. It's like little questions. We don't have those for homework. What we use those for are other assignments. It could be a discussion board assignment. It could be an essay assignment. And there will be some of these on your midterm. Okay, so they will be, it'll say perception key, page 15, questions 1 and 2. And so you'll have to open up your ebook and go to page 15 and find the perception key on piano and drums, if that's what the assignment was, and find those questions there. So our whole course and pretty nearly every assignment is going to put you back here into the ebook, and so you can get to any part of it at any time, not just the week at a time you know, reading assignments. That's what these are for. It'll say week 1. These are specific reading assignments, and then this is how you access your ebook. Okay, I think that finishes us up and you know, gets you in, get that code, you get your way in and get started and get reading and get doing those things. Our reference always for what has to be done is in the weekly assignments. It tells us what all has to be done, and then you open the folders to see the instructions. Okay, make sure you read the instructions and do everything, and then if you encounter a problem, quickly send me an email. If it seems to be more of a technical issue, contact their help support, their tech support, but send me an email to let me know that you have done that, and so that if I can help you, I will. And that's all for now.